Morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, April 12th, 2012. 67 years ago today, Franklin Delano Roosevelt passed away in Warm Springs, Georgia. It was an event of great import for millions of Americans at that time and even many alive today. Two big earthquakes have struck Mexico. The second was actually the biggest. It struck near Baja California, right off the coast. It was a 6.9, struck early this morning. No damage has been reported. 8 hours earlier, a 6.5 had struck in western Mexico, shaking buildings as far away as Mexico City. People rushed out of offices and homes into the streets. Buildings were shaking. No serious damage was reported in the capital. Royal Dutch Shell is reporting an oil slick, a sheen of about 10 miles in size, 10 square miles in the Gulf of Mexico. Royal Dutch Shell said last night they have reported the spill, or the sheen, to the National Response Center. They said it's located in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico between its Mars and Ursa, URSA drilling platforms. They're not confirming right now that the slick is from either of the platforms. They're not even confirming that it's their slick. Both platforms are located about 130 miles southeast of New Orleans. The company says it has activated its Louisiana Responder, which is an oil spill response vessel that has skimming and booming capabilities. Royal Dutch Shell stock dropped 3% in pre-trading. Japanese insurers are warning ship owners that they'll be able to only cover one oil tanker at a time carrying Iranian crude through the Middle East Gulf due to tightening Western sanctions against OPEC's second biggest producers. The three major Japanese non-life companies, Tokyo Marine, Sompo Japan, and Mitsui Sumitomo, will no longer be able to access the London and Lloyd's reinsurance markets due to the EU embargo. So as a result, since they'll only be able to cover 3 or 4 tankers of crude oil coming from Iran a month, this is due to the week to 10 days of travel in and out of the Gulf of the Persian Gulf, I should say, not the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to be a real cutback for Japan, which is a country that is already now down to only one nuclear reactor left. Speaking of Iran, the top nuclear negotiator for the country is heading to Istanbul, Turkey tomorrow for the first in 14 months talks with Western powers on the Iranian nuclear program. The negotiator says that Iran is going to offer new initiatives in these talks. This is, again, the first time in 14 months the people have sat down. The Iranians are saying that they are ready to hold successful and progressive talks on cooperation. He didn't elaborate. An Arkansas judge yesterday fined Johnson & Johnson $1.1 billion after a jury found that the company downplayed and hid risks associated with taking the antipsychotic drug Risperdal. The company had already been hit with a $327 million fine by a South Carolina court last year for deceptively representing the medicine to patients. An explosion during extreme battery testing, that's their words, yesterday morning of a prototype energy cell at a General Motors battery research facility in Warren, Michigan, injured one person and did major structural damage to the building. At the heart of the explosion was a lithium-ion battery, which ultimately would be of use in the Chevy Volt. An expert said the whole reason that they have these labs is precisely to do this kind of aggressive testing, anticipating the worst thing a consumer could do with this product. This is going to turn out to be a mountain out of a molehill. Let's hope so. If you were flying into Newark Airport yesterday and happened to be looking out the window, you probably thought you were flying into a forest fire, and that was the case. There was a very large brush fire up near the Meadowlands Sports Complex. It scorched about 200 acres of land. It had flames going about 20 feet into the air, and it closed the western spur of the New Jersey Turnpike. It was one of 165 fires reported in New Jersey over the last 11 days that have burned about 2,000 acres of land. There's been very little rain here. Here's a height of insensitivity. Kentucky Fried Chicken of Thailand has issued an apology after being criticized for a Facebook message that urged people to rush home during yesterday's tsunami scare. You recall there was a big earthquake in Indonesia that was felt in Thailand. KFC urged people to rush home after the government put out the tsunami scare and order a bucket of fried chicken. As people were being urged to evacuate from beach areas, Kentucky Fried Chicken posted this message: "Let's hurry home and follow the earthquake news. And don't forget to order your favorite KFC menu." The message prompted hundreds of angry comments on a variety of Thai websites that denounced the company as insensitive and selfish. 8,000 people in Thailand died in 2004 as a result of the tsunami caused by the Indonesian earthquake. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.